Tripods or skill tree are the most important attribute you should focus on to boost your character's performance. Like I've explained on my theorycraft video, the difference between a skill with full level 5 versus a level 1 tripod is very significant in percentage total damage built. As of now, level 4 tripod should be the maximum amount due to relic gears not existing in the global servers yet. Let's go over how to set up your notifications. Before everything, make sure you finalize your decision on what tripods you will use. You can look at guides online, maybe take reference on top players in Korea, or use them yourself and find most comfortable ones. In your skill window, you can change to your tripod section tab by pressing settings. You can notice some skills have tripods that are able to be leveled up. Press the icon to be notified anytime if you receive the gear during your adventures. If you can't happen to see the triangle icon beside your gear, you might have to change your settings. You can change your preference in the game options to get notified at only level 3s, or 2s, or 1s. Make sure you set them up to your liking to see the gears have a proper icon next to them. Let's go over the basic rules. As the game progresses, maximum amount of tripods you can level up are up to 18. This is calculated from 3 tripod attributes per gear. Most classes do not require you to have all 18 tripods to be max level. Some classes can be as little as 4 and as much as 16. Higher the tripod needs, more resource intensive the class. Reason why it's resource intensive is because you can only have a 10% success rate to transfer a level 4 tripod over the gear. The attempt itself will cause the material gear to disappear, so you will need to buy another one from the auction house, spending your precious gold and peons. You can use the library as much as you can though, finding out great combinations to mix and match to tripods like puzzle pieces. Example would be finding a headpiece with 2 level 4 tripods instead of 1. Replacing it covering the tripod you've been using into a different piece, like pants. This is the method on how to properly set up your tripods. As I've mentioned on my progressive video, never use your powder of wisdom for anything under level 3 transfers. Since library usage is guaranteed, people tend to choose 6 most important tripods. This tends to be the main DPS skills. For gunslingers, it's our 3 rifle skills. It's exactly 6 tripods for 3 skills. If you find a level 4 tripod, 3 for global server, for the corresponding tripod, copy it to the library. If you happen to get a duplicate tripod, but in a different gear piece, still keep that gear. You'll never know you can switch it around for a better fit. Keep looting gears until each gear piece corresponds to their unique tripods. Also, when you're buying from the auction house, keep in mind when you buy gear from the auction house that still has trade limits left, you can copy the tripod to your library and resell it to get some of your money back. Beyond this point gets trickier, because you can only add tripods on top of the existing gears now. Unless you find or buy gear that has 2 or more natural high tripods, you will have to manually transfer them to enable over 6 different tripods. Or you will need to keep on replacing back and forth to increase the number of high tripods levels as much as you can. It will definitely give you a headache. What other people do is they start transferring gears using the dust but at a lower level, because level 3 tripod has a 30% chance. It's not 10%, so it sounds more reasonable. So most Korean users have their tripods at 6 4s and the rest at level 3. We call this the 4-3-3, plus 4, plus 3, and a plus 3 on each gear. For classes like Gunslinger, eventually you'll need 16 plus 4 tripods throughout the gear and 2 plus 3s. This is why I stress out to save your powders, because you will need those level 4 tripods in the future. Also, I want to stress out a problem that only exists in the global server. Problem is, Korean server has a user who has created a calculator for this, utilizing the game's API. Basically, you enter your skills and the tripods you want and their levels, and press calculate. After a few minutes of calculating based on the web auction house we have, calculator shows us the gear combination, and it's priced of as many natural 4s as possible. We buy these gears from the auction house, transfer them into the library, resell, then proceed to use the dust to transfer them manually. I believe people should speak up more to have the community to be provided with an API so fans can create proper armories and useful tools like this. I heard that Amazon blocked the API, so you can't really have a proper armory, and this is really hard for me because I can't really give a proper consulting to see if their builds are okay or not. With that being said, this wraps up the video. Hope this helps. As always, thanks again. Bye.